This is going to be difficult for me to do. I wrote a poem the other day, heartfelt, deep, philosophical. And for the life of me, I'm no poet and I cannot remember a single a single line. But the gist of it goes like or something like thinking to myself, my last 7 years of my life, I've been on this journey. And I liken it to a sailor at sea who became shipwrecked, marooned on a desert island. And although it seems and feels like, paradise on the outside, the golden glow of the sun on my skin and the fresh fruits and tropical breezes and all the things that could be enjoyable about a tropical paradise. And yet the longing in my heart and in my mind, and especially in my mind's eye, the memories that I have of home. And I think sort of like if I were indeed a pirate who had become marooned or even disenfranchised by my crew and set adrift, came ashore, I would never forget the memories of home. So in my poem, I pictured in my mind's eye what it would be like to reflect upon those things. And I can see a 2-story cottage in the distance, in the clinging darkness of evening, a candle in a window on the 2nd story on a windowsill, just for me, that I might be able to find my way home. And though it's just a single candle, it is like the beam of a lighthouse in its tower, or even high in a castle tower in the window, a light that can be seen for miles and miles, so distant, so faint, but yet the light shines just for me to find my way home. And the joy of what lingers inside, behind the candlelight, my personal treasures, my gems, my jewels, my loved ones, my beloveds, my offspring, my siblings. And yet here I am, stuck on a deserted island, the middle of nowhere, no way off the island. And of course you think as a sailor you would know knots and how to lash things together and build a raft to try and escape. But even though over the 7 years, the lashings, the attempts, the many tries have only ended in the heartbreak of disappointment. And yet, in my mind and in my heart, the light in the cottage, a 2nd floor window, resting on the windowsill, calling me home. Thank you, and good night.